There's a noise that never stops. It isn't in your city or in your home. It's inside your head. The constant narrator, the planner, the worrier. I decided to turn it off. For 7 days, I chose to stop speaking. And in doing so, I didn't just find quiet. I found an entirely new way to exist. The year was 2026. On the surface, life was good, structured, successful. But beneath that polished veneer, I felt a subtle, relentless erosion. My calendar was a fortress of meetings. My phone buzzed with fragments of other people's thoughts, other people's demands. I was a conductor of noise, my own and everyone else's. And I began to feel thin, stretched. It wasn't burnout. It was a more refined exhaustion. The exhaustion of the soul. I wasn't seeking an escape. I was seeking clarity. So, I booked a minimalist cabin, a place of pine and glass overlooking a still, black lake. The rules were simple. No phone, no internet, no books. And for 7 full days, no talking. Not a single word. I wanted to see who I was when the narrator finally fell silent. Day 1 was a battle. The silence wasn't peaceful. It was deafening. My mind, stripped of its usual outlet, became a hornet's nest. Thoughts I didn't know I had screamed for attention. Replays of old conversations, rehearsals for future ones. I would walk to the lake and the words, "This is beautiful," would form on my tongue. A physical pressure I had to swallow back down. It was agony. I realized my words weren't just communication. They were a cage, a way to manage and distract from the chaos within. And now, the cage was open. By day 3, something shifted. The storm inside subsided. I woke up that morning, and for the first time, the world seemed to be in high definition. My senses, no longer dulled by the filter of language, came alive. I didn't just see the light on the floor. I noticed the dust motes dancing in its beam. Making my morning coffee became a ritual. The weight of the beans, the growl of the grinder, the bloom of the water hitting the grounds. Without the need to label or narrate everything, I was simply there. I was no longer a mind observing the world. I was a part of the world, observing itself. The exact moment everything shifted happened on the morning of the 5th day. I was on the deck with a mug of tea. Mist was rising from the water. And then, on the far shore, a single deer stepped out from the woods to drink. In my old life, my mind would have instantly supplied the narration. Oh, a deer. How beautiful. I should take a picture. But in the silence, there was none of that. There was only the watching. The division between me and the world dissolved. I wasn't a man on a deck watching a deer. I was the watching. The thought that is a beautiful deer never formed. There was only the beauty. And in that pure, unnarrated experience, I felt a connection so profound, it was like coming home. Primera Hond Herstut. The most luxurious thing in the world isn't a watch or a car. It's a quiet mind. There's a simple science to this. Think of your brain as having a narrator, an inner monologue called the default mode network. It replays the past, rehearses the future, and tells you the story of you. It's useful, but it's also the source of our anxiety. When you deliberately stop speaking and just observe the world through your senses, you starve that narrator. You quiet the default mode network. In its place, other parts of the brain come online, the parts for sensory experience, for being present, for feeling connected. Your brain isn't just resting, it's actively rewiring, shifting from thinking to being. I didn't keep the vow of silence forever, of course, but I brought the quiet back with me. There is a simple version of this, and it's free. For the first 10 minutes of your day, before you touch your phone or speak to anyone, just be. Sit with your coffee. Don't plan. Don't worry. Just use your senses. Watch the steam rise. Feel the warmth of the mug. Listen. That's it. Just 10 minutes of quiet observation. The luxury version is what I practice now. It takes 30 minutes. I begin with a precisely prepared Gyakuro tea. The ritual is a meditation. Then, I sit with a journal and a weighted fountain pen. I ask one simple question. What needs to be heard today? And then, I just listen to the quiet. Sometimes I write a single word, sometimes a full page. It's a practice of capturing the signal, not the noise. You don't need a silent cabin to find this quiet. It's a frequency, a state of being that is available to you right now. It exists in the space between your thoughts. The goal isn't to silence the world. The goal is to find the silence within it, to build an inner sanctuary you can return to anytime. That is true freedom. That is true luxury. Thank you for watching.